Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be talking about something that's very, what's the word? It's a very real thing for me, and that is how to cope with injuries during the dance competition season. I am no expert, I am not a physio or a doctor or anything, just my advice. So for me, I am injury prone. I always have an injury. It's really frustrating. Yeah, I happen to injure myself all the time. Look, I don't even know how half the time. Maybe I should probably just be a little bit more careful. I don't know. So, my advice and tips for injuries during the competition season. Okay, so number one, very important thing. If you are injured, rest. I know that's extremely hard during these, competition times because, you need to be rehearsing and practicing and making sure everything's perfect for the stage. But as much as you can, rest. So as soon as you injure yourself, if you're feeling any sort of pain, whilst you're rehearsing, don't keep pushing through it. It will make it worse, and I've been there before. It happened to me last year. I've spoken about it in a previous video. I ended up getting surgery. I've been there before when you push through it and it makes it worse, and honestly it's not worth it because you end up having a lot more time off than you would have if you rested. So, and I do this now, I feel pain, any sort of pain, I will just not do it 100% everything. I'll just mark things and jumps and all that. And then when you go home from dance class, make sure you sit down, you put ice on whatever's injured or heat, and just, rest. My next thing is to prevent the injury, make sure you warm up. Warm up before you start dancing. I am really bad at especially when I'm just practicing at at home, or sometimes I get to dancing earlier and I might go and start just rehearse something in the studio, or get up and just do stuff when I'm cold. And you think you can do it, and you might be able to do it, that's fine. I could just stand up and I can go and do a walkover in my hallway. But the thing is, your ability, you might be able to do it, but your muscles have just gone from being cold, sitting down or doing whatever, just being cold, and now you're about to go boom, and do something. You might not feel any pain at the moment, but afterwards you will. And, it's just, that can cause injury because you haven't actually warmed up your muscles. Your muscles need to be warm and elastic to actually be able to do things. And then, once you've warmed up, once you've done your rehearsal, make sure you do a cool down. A lot of people don't do a cool down, but it is extremely important. It's just as important as doing a warm up, because your muscles have gone from being hot, you've probably just rehearsed for hours, and now you're going to go home and you're just going to sit down. For me, I get home from dancing and I'll just go and lay in my bed, lay on my bed or sit on the couch or something, and then I'll get up and it hurts because my muscles are now gone, they've just gone from being elastic and warm and doing all this to just freezing and stopping all of a sudden. Whereas you need to cool down your muscles. So just doing some light stretches, all of that just works. And honestly, you might not feel it at the time, but your muscles will love you afterwards. Third point is to keep your body fueled. So important, absolutely 100% important, is to fuel your body. Seriously. So your body actually can't function without food. It literally won't. You need to keep feeding it. Like, if you don't eat for a while, your brain will get foggy. Like, you can't think straight, you probably can't remember choreography, you can't think in class, you can't even behave well in class. Like, it can affect every aspect. It can affect your mood. Like, you might absolutely love one class, but then, like, it might be your absolute favourite style, and you go into that class and you hate it. Like, it can just affect everything. It can affect your relationship with your friends and your family, everyone. So, making sure that you're fueling your body, and I know that a Stedford season, it can stress you out a lot, and that can often, you can often be too focused on stressing or that, and you forget about fueling your body, you forget about eating, and that is very, very important you do not do, because you need to keep up with your carbs and all of that. And you know what, if you don't eat before, like, rehearsal, and your brain's all foggy, your brain won't be working properly, and you can go and do something. Usually you can do it, like a movement or even just the dance, and usually you can do it, but because you haven't fueled yourself and you're not able to do it as well as you can, and you might, like, fall out of something or do something wrong, move a part of your body wrong just because you've forgotten something, and that can cause yourself to be injured. It can also cause injuries to other people around you. So, very important that you're keeping up with your daily intake. And along with that comes hydration. So, so, so important to keep water. Water is the key. Water is the best thing that you can put in your body that is a liquid form. After a rehearsal especially, super important, because you've just burnt off all this. You've worked everything out. You've probably started glistening, which is sweating, but I call it glistening. And getting all of this, all of your electrolytes and all that out of you. You need to now replenish it, replace it, and also your muscles, they need to be hydrated again. Otherwise your muscles are going to be injured. Like, they can be injured if they're dehydrated and you start moving again. So making sure that you drink a lot of water after and before rehearsals as well, but afterwards is very, very, very important. I think that's mainly all of my points. Just another one, like, seriously, just listen to your body. You're the only one who knows exactly how your body feels, how injured you are, or how sore the part that may be an injury is. So at the end of the day, only you can decide whether, you're able to keep going or not. And don't push yourself, like, push yourself to just where you can get to, but don't push yourself any further, because that will make the injury worse. Anyway, that is pretty much this video. It's just a whole bunch of talking about injuries and dancing, and yep. Anyway, stay funky, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Alrighty. So don't forget to follow my new Instagram. It is vegan.belle, and yeah, if you follow that one, I will love you forever. So yeah. Alrighty. Goodbye, everybody. Mwah. Welcome.